DJ Wino, JG, DJ Wino. I love episodes like this, bro, because the stuff that happened before my time is cool, though. Yeah, you hear stories and stuff, but to actually sit with someone and understand that we're actually living it, it's different, G. They traveled the world, my boy.
Yeah, he literally did say he was all over the damn globe. I'm not gonna lie. But for me, bro, I just gotta say, bro, like, just to have an individual like that that's still from the LA area, because like I said, my mom grew up in that area, and to hear those stories is pretty dope, for me, my perspective. But I think the listeners are really gonna like this guest angle.
Long live Coolio.
You know what I'm saying? Because he really dropped a lot of stuff that I really think y'all gonna really find interest in. But I don't want to say too much, but make sure y'all get towards the end of the episode.
All the way.
That's what y'all want to be able to listen to. Trust and believe me. But yeah.
Hey, man, enjoy.
We will talk about certain things you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm open. I'm an open book.
I hear you.
I ain't got nobody talking about coming and see me, lock me up, and nothing. Them days is over with. Bro.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I like to hear. You're finding peace in life, huh?
The peace has been found, man.
Yeah.
Then y'all gonna give me a little this and right here, and even though this is like a truth serum for some people.
It is. It helps enhance. You know.
Yeah. But my name Wino, so I'm like it's a little different.
What does Wino mean? Can we get into that first?
It mean what it mean?
It mean Wino. I got my name when I was 12 years old.
You remember Good Times?
Yeah.
Remember Ned?
Ned the Wino.
Oh,
yeah. Ned was also he was all Richard Pryor used the Ned the Wino in most of his excerpt, his comedy.
Really?
Yeah, Ned. So yeah, he would use Ned the Wino.
So because I grew up watching Good Times. I've only seen Ned the Wino in Good Times. I didn't know he actually was a bigger character outside of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The Winos, Winos have been around. Winos been around the whole time. How you think they made wine?
Say that.
Somebody had to do it.
That's true.
And somebody had to test it and drink it.
If we can, Jay, you know what I'm saying? We started off this whole entire podcast drinking wine. It was based on wine. It was based upon vino. It was based upon.
You're damn right, vino. That's what I tell them when they don't understand.
That's literally what we drink. So I gotta ask, this is my opening statement. Your vino of preference. What would it be?
Oh man, I'm like nowadays. I walk around with pictures. I know. I talk. I have to show people pictures. This is what I'm on because I can't pronounce a lot of things. And I really, my education is still young when it comes to like a person to tell me the difference between. I am a connoisseur, and then the other one would be like, well, I'm a sommelier.
Yes, sir.
And I be sitting there like this. You a what?
Yeah, what's a sommelier?
I just be like, you what? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, because I'm wino. I'm East Side wino.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But after they school me, then I'm like, well, and I go through a whole session of a wine tasting thing or something, or I'm somewhere in Italy and I'm doing it. I got to take pictures. But a lot of the real good wine doesn't have a label, homie, because it's done. It's for that place.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you're not getting this whole label thing. Not the real shit.
It's a blank bottle.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, and we just made a 15 gallons of some mulberry wine, which if you would ever look it up, it's almost $3,000 a bottle if you find it. See, but we already got a mulberry tree over where we at. I know I'm sounding some crazy shit.
Yes, sir.
But this is what we do.
I mean, this is that wino. This that real wino shit.
Dive in. No, we listening. Trust me.
So we made our 15 gallons, and now we good for a minute, But of course, it's bottled by us with no tag, no labels, no nothing, which it's ours.
Do you go about?
And the only place that shit is going is down the tank.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's going down to the tank, bro.
You said it's up to $3,000 for.
Well, if you got a real bottle of mulberry wine, pick first the mulberry. That's just a whole different type of fruit, and then to use that fruit is already different than just some grapes that grow on a vine somewhere.
There we go.
So it's mulberry.
What is the percentage in alcohol content?
We got it. I think we're at about 15.7. I think we tried.
That's how it is.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was smooth. It's not a sweet. It's not bitter. It's right in the middle from the yeast that we chose to use when we use the ferment.
So he traveled to Italy and tried wine. So you traveled the world, why now?
Oh, I done hit every spot in the world. I haven't missed one spot. I've been there twice too.
Your passport is full.
They had to add new pages.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Me and Coolio stay moving, homie. We ain't never stopped touring.
That's a
fact. Ever.
And that's what we gonna get into. A lot of people don't realize at the end of the day that comes with you too. Coolio's background comes from.
Yeah. We started. He started with the Mass Circle on his solo career. He came to me.
Yes, sir.
And shit.
You remember what year that was?
Oh, yeah, that was about 90. It was about 90 when we started hanging. 91 when we really started cooking.
Was that because of LA connection or what was that?
Yeah. I'm from Carson. He from Compton.
Yeah.
But if you understand, that's like 2 minutes away from each other.
Yeah.
You leave Carson, you in Compton. If you leave Carson, you in Long Beach. So we like to right in the center of those two, which is all LA County. So yeah, when Cool came through, man, it was an easy call. Cause I already knew who he was. I was over there fucking with Raz, Kaz, and them. I was already like the dude. I was doing shit like shit you might not know nothing about, but I was fucking with people like True Blue, Kiki Loco, and some real LA. That's that hardcore gangbang shit.
Yes, sir.
That's where I started at. And then all of a sudden, things started changing. But Dub C in the Mass Circle, Cool was like, man, I'm from the Mass Circle, bro. I'm about to try to do my own thing. And I was like, say less. I got you. I mean, what we gonna do? Run it.
When you said things started changing, what does that mean?
Music, like from me just doing straight hood shit. Because I used to do the parties in the neighborhood. So I'm really Wino from my neighborhood. So everything, what happens is, just from that alone, you wind up doing the DJing all the parties for all the neighborhoods, really. And then you look up and one day somebody saying, we talking about record deals. That's the things that start changing.
Yeah. So
now all of a sudden we're not doing parties anymore. And then the real change was we got an opportunity that changed everything. Our first single, and it just never stopped. Yeah, after the Voyage, we went on that fantastic Voyage. It ain't never stopped.
We was listening to that today too. It was like at the end of the day. So you being a part of that track.
I made that track.
You made that track.
Yeah.
You made that beat.
Yes, sir.
You engineered that whole entire
every single thing.
That's crazy.
Nah, but that's respect, because we have this individual that we talking with right now. I really want to know, because we literally came across that and we had an idea, because it didn't say on there, like,
Oh, that's great.
So you know what I'm saying? So
Over time.
I just want to understand is like what goes into that and what went into that in that moment, making Fantastic Voyage with Coolio and actually making sure, because it's a forever classic.
Oh, it's
for the culture.
It's considered a classic now. Man, that one again. All we did was concentrate. You heard me say, I DJ'd the parties for my neighborhoods,
Yes, sir.
right? Well, just on that alone, that means you're trying to party. We got enough bullshit going on.
Yeah.
We trying to do our thing. So me and Cool always knew we got to figure this out. We can't go around. We ain't no need to gang bang on no damn music. Have a good time, homie. We gonna bang outside this regardless. That's it's there. Soon as you walk out the party, you back. Here it is, back to reality.
Was the block open to that, to hear you guys do that?
Yeah, because the block, we party. What block don't party?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you ain't never seen neighborhood not party.
Yeah.
They go up, and then like I said.
And if it's the homie's voice that's on the tunes.
They gonna go all the way up, and then it's back to reality. Let's hit the corner and figure this shit out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so going into it, like the production-wise, though, it was just doing music and saying, we gonna add a different type of element. We ain't gonna just keep it like some people dark, kind of like that melodic, that gangsta feel, which is cool. We got that. We know how to do that one too. But we like, what do we do to make it a little more upbeat, but make you not run from it? If you think you all that thug,
Yeah.
How can that thug be like, this all right though, right here? I ain't scared to show that I'm having a good time, because you hit a thug something too, and he like, a little too soft for me.
Some layers.
Yeah, well, he a little too soft for me. You be like, man, nigga, just have a good time.
That's no cap.
I kind of want to get into, I'm again, like you said, I don't know too much. That's why I'm excited to hear this. I wanted to get my approach is to get to know you and just what you've been through. So speaking on LA, I've been out here for officially a year next month. So how has you seen LA change from the 90s and earlier than that to now?
Well, man, I mean, I'm gonna tell you, it's easier.
Easier now?
Some people say it's harder, but it's easier.
Why is that?
What happened is, a lot of reasons. A lot of the gang culture, and that's the only thing I ever knew about. Gang culture was just kind of like, it's still active, but they not on just all bullshit. We was on that bullshit. You come to the neighborhood, homie, you don't belong here, period. Keep because it still was, so it stemmed behind somebody wanted to take over somebody's spot. Somebody wanted to, fuck on somebody else's woman. Somebody wanted, which it was never your woman in the first place then.
If she doing that.
I'm just saying, but you don't understand until you grow up. Somebody trying to break in your shit because they not from over there. So we was on that, I call it that bullshit sometimes, but a lot of times it was really just to keep other bullshit out. But it create bullshit, keep bullshit. that get along. That for some reason go together.
Is that why you've spent the like it was time for you to say when that time?
Nah,
like,
man. I mean, shit. Yeah. Well, you know, I think the people I was running with, man, I think all of them either dead or gone, but a few of them still here, and some of them death row. Some of them, you know, got 100-something plus years. They got numbers that they can't come home from probably, and I hope they can. But I got a good warning. Somebody came, looked at me in my eyes, and told me, "You're next." They told me, "You next."
Was that like a church or something?
Nah,
like,
I wish it would have been the church. Yeah, but they just gave me I had the wire tap papers. I looked at everything. It was going down. I mean, it was right there. It was on me. And then, but they, instead of them, because I guess they didn't have what they wanted at the time, and they just told me, "You're next. You go ahead and make that mistake."
But you got that message, though.
Oh, I mean, shit, it was clear.
Damn.
He said it in English. This motherfucker looked at me and told me I was next.
How old were you at this time?
Probably about 20, 21, 22.
So, 21, 22, how many years was you going, you know, how long did it take for you to go to
What happened was we hit, me and Cool hit right around my 22 age.
Mm-hmm.
So when we hit, them, they knew.
Yep.
And when they knew, they just came on some, you know, I guess like, you got an opportunity to do something different.
Yep.
But if you don't take that chance, you're next.
Damn.
He said, he gave me more than that. He was like this, "It ain't the same when you grew up." He said all kind of shit to me. He's like this, "Do you remember when he started telling me shit?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "Do you remember this picture of you?" And he giving me the P. He giving me everything I need. I'm like, damn. He said, "We got it. We where we want to be in this business, in this thing that y'all call y'all. It's our job.
Yep.
We do it all the time as a job, and we got everything we need." And he said, "What you know, it ain't like it used to be, and you are next."
Yeah.
And I was like this.
I'm that way.
Hey,
Yeah.
And then he hit me with the last one. He said, "By the way, did you steal my police car that time?" And I looked him right in his eyes. I was like, "No, I did not."
No. What you thought I was going to say?
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And, you know, so at the end of the day, I'm just trying to say through your examples, you know, because my dad, you know what I'm saying, had his dips and dabbles in the streets.
Okay.
I grew up in different stores. My dad grew up in Oakland. My mom grew up South Central. You know what I'm saying?
Two real areas.
You feel me?
That's right.
So I've heard my fair shares of, you know, what it is. And I just want to say for you, like you said, that happened to you. I think you said 22 years old.
22 was when it was time for me to say, I got to make a choice, you know, like a real clear, cut, dry choice.
Yes, sir.
Took time, but yeah.
What was the lifestyle for you to actually even get into that? What made you even want to be a part of that?
My family, you know, raised by my cousins, raised by my uncles. Mom's at work. She doing what she thinks she need to do, which is what she was right. Mom working hard. Pop's president of a motorcycle club.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of get a little simpler after that.
I hear you.
So,
My
and so,
pops, yeah.
and wherever he had it, didn't matter. So when Mom tell me I got to be at work for 8 hours, I'm like, good, because I'm going to go do me for 8.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you running with your cousins, and they older than me, so I'm out on the street.
And this is growing up in
siblings?
Nah, I got step, but no blood siblings. Well, no, my pops made a sister. I got a sister.
He made a sister. Yeah,
he made me a sister.
He made
That's
you a
respect.
sister.
Yeah, he made me a sister.
And-
So
Yeah,
yeah.
so-
this is all growing up in Carson, though, is what you're saying.
Yeah, started in L.A. Started off like everything from the beginning was. I give streets up and down. I don't give. This is what it is. So I started off on 84th and Main, and then when I
84th in Los Angeles?
84th and Main
Over
Street.
there by the freeway, right against the...
Well, yeah, it runs parallel to the freeway.
Yeah, that's...
So that's where I went. I did all the way up to was 7th grade, and I was gonna go to Bethune or whatever. They had me at South Park Elementary. Then I was gonna go to Bethune, and then on that move right there, my mom was like, "Oh hell nah, you already starting to, you know, cut the fuck up actually."
Yes, sir.
And they got me to Carson. I was like, it looked like I thought it was Beverly Hills or something, 'cause I didn't know no better. Then I got out there, and them motherfuckers told me the same shit I was hearing on 84. It was like, "Where you from?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, thank God I already knew the script.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then I wound up going where I was going. Them niggas was actually the same. They was Crips. So I'm like, well, I guess it's going to be safe for me to tell them this is all I know.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing again. It was that circle, that cycle. You know, and you jump in that cycle.
Understood.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Cycle,
my mom grew up on 89th.
Oh, okay. Now, I know 89th in Zamora, 89th in what, though?
89th in, that's over there.
On the east side?
Damn.
Hooper, or around that area? Because now I'm a bus. Like,
Yeah, now you gotta go.
I'm going to go in and be like,
I know your mama's.
I don't want to do him like that, but, you know, I don't want to do him like that.
We're not gonna do him like that.
I can look it up for sure because I was just looking that shit up. But it's right against the freeway. Freeway, the one on 8.
See what now? You know what happened? Okay, so what happens is it's funny how it works, but you got all kind of little pockets. But 89th, let me tell you, it don't really get a chance to run across the freeway because like 84th really don't. But you can go all the way down till you run out. So, because let me see, Main Ways.
I was just on this shit too.
Yeah, but if you are, I would need to know if she was on 89th and Fig, 89th and.
It was Fig. No, Fig was on the other side of the freeway. So you go across the freeway from Fig.
So that's why I say. So if you 89th and Main, then you start running. Them all run next to each other already.
Okay.
You know, as the next street over to the next street over.
Yes, sir.
You know, so if she was next to the freeway but she was still on the east side
of the freeway,
then yeah, she could have been off Avalon. She could have been off of Main. She could be off of San Pedro, which is further away, but she could have been off Fig.
Any of those.
Still. Yeah, but Fig is considered the west.
Yep.
Just so we be clear. That's they consider that west. Kind of like Main Street. The freeway basically broke the center of it, but people tell you everything on that side of Main is west. Every single thing on this side is east. But the freeway definitely broke the divider between the east and the west.
That's why it's just right by that freeway. Okay, say less.
Yeah. But anyway, back to that music, man. This is how we got. Music is how we got here.
But let's just touch on the streets just a little bit more. Like, do you find yourself ever going back or want to go back just for like that? Just that.
I'm going home. I mean, as soon as I leave here, I'm going to do it. Yeah,
going back over there.
I'm tapped all the way in.
Yeah,
you know, I'm a good voice of reason.
Because you know you hear it, like you get out, you just like there's no reason to go back. I'll just go to Hollywood and go. No,
I'm afraid I don't understand that life.
No,
still got friends and family out there.
I mean, it's all my. Yeah, I'm 100%. That's it. You know, what I did as a person making grown man moves, but I ain't leave nobody. I ain't leave nobody behind either. I mean, my voice is counted.
Yep.
Yeah, it's counted on too. So
you touched on losing loved ones, and then obviously losing Coolio. Like, do you ever get survivors or was it survivor's guilt or whatever they call that?
Been around Cool since we was kid. Now young men. I'm calling us young men at that time. His absence is one thing that I'll do sometimes. Look over my shoulder and I'll laugh at some shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'll just look back and find it a moment where I can laugh by myself. Like right now, he got a lawsuit against him right now. He jumped on some bitch back, and she got offended and said that he rode her like a bull. Well, if you know Cool, like I know that shit, it was funny as fuck.
Yeah.
So I laughed. You know, now she sued him and the estate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying what it is. You know, that was some frivolous shit because she partied about an hour afterwards, even though he did jump on her back. That's isn't it crazy? He jumped on her back. I was like, cool, calm, kick back, homie. She's like, and he wrote in the articles, he rode me like a bull, and I feel I was embarrassed. She's a flight attendant or whatever. Okay, all that's cool, but you still hung out.
That's like she still stayed.
You stayed and kicked it, did everything you felt like doing. Even upon you saying now you want to sue him. You just did it your way. I understand. Whatever.
Yeah.
You do you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
that
made me laugh again.
Man. But like still, that people trying to get a case of the most craziest things nowadays.
People gonna work whatever angle they can get. See? Right. And when you've been outside long enough, you realize the older you get, the angles, there's a lot of angles. Because people looking for safety nets.
Yeah.
People looking for a life rope and all that. They looking for anything that's gonna get them a difference of where they at right now. You know? Because there's a lot of people, man, they might not make it without their safety net.
So how's that been for you going through what Coolio's, I mean, because the media says what they want to say about, you know what I'm saying? So how's that been for you being because you respect Coolio, everything that he has going on. So I just want to understand, like, how's this going on for you, hearing all these stories, even with this woman, even with the media, TMZ, this and the third, like, when it's passing, like.
Well, Coolio never he always made it clear that he had battled substance abuse. He said it. Now, if you know him, you know it. All right? Now, what happens is over time, you think hopefully a person has control of their battle.
Yeah.
But that demon right there is one that you may not never know what the next man going through.
10%.
You know, and then this new dope, you know, is different. So I'm gonna say, for sure, my homeboy, they would never kill himself because I know how much he loved life.
Right.
But when somebody giving you something and you don't even know what he may not even know what he giving you, man, this shit happens. The only sad part is I wish I could have really understood how deep the battle was. Wino got his own battle. Wino over here drinking with y'all right now.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I got all my teeth. You know, I ain't no alcoholic and nothing, but I'm just saying nobody knows what the next man is going through. So, but I did have a clue what my homeboy was going through.
Yeah.
And the key is you never know when your people going to leave. So while you thinking you can work on them, keep working on the clues and all the bits and pieces you get, it's another line. It's another timeline out there that you ain't got no control over. And that timeline came and it collected. You know, and it told my homie, it's time for you to go, man. And I'm like this.
And I guess I'm definitely gonna take a sip for that.
Been a fantastic voyage, and it was a damn sure Gangsta's Paradise ride.
To Coolio for surely.
To Coolio. No, I've recently been talking about that, like just the percentage of people that face that battle.
Yes, sir.
The ones that make out of it is 10%.
Oh,
So
damn, I didn't know
90,
the
yeah.
statistics.
Are we talking about depression or what?
No, just battle of
substance abuse.
Substance abuse.
Yes, sir.
Substance abuse, like that. If that is a battle that only 10% of people get out of. So when to hear the stories and be around them and seeing them, and it's just like, wow, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that battle that people do face is something that we can't even fathom in their mind, that they have to go and handle that. You know?
I believe I was probably offered everything in the world I could take. Luckily, I'm not a fan of nothing really. I'm kind of like, call me scary.
Yes, sir.
When it comes to any drug. You know, I don't even get high. I don't smoke. I don't do nothing because when we would start smoking weed, cocaine got introduced to the picture in the 80s. And I was like, I'll be damned if I'm going to smoke some weed. And then all of a sudden somebody over there talking about, well, you know, if you smoke that, we can smoke this. You know, I seen it go down already. I was looking at it. You know, and the first thing they sick is a bitch on you. So I'm sitting there like this. You know, she over there like, oh, we could just get a little high. I'm like, you can get high by yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to go get this drink.
Yeah.
That's where Wino come along.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to make my mind up. You know, and I'm going to have this drink. You do your smoking. I watched so many lose that battle, though, like you said. I never looked at the percentages, but I can tell you a gang of them lost that battle. You know, gang of them lost that battle.
When you came up getting your name, DJ Wino, like, how was that being on set? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you that person? Like, you know, I need my bottle right there as I'm spinning. Cause my best friend is a DJ. Shout out DJ Kenzo.
Shout out Kenzo.
DJ Kenzo does not drink, and I really would love to connect with you guys with that. I'm not gonna lie, but he don't drink, he don't smoke. He might drink some water.
Okay.
That's it.
That's a beautiful thing.
And his energy is through the roof every single night.
I don't drink before a show. Never have. I treat it like what we would consider a job. So prior to me going to get like really like right now, if we were supposed to be on tour right now, but let's say all last year. While we get down all last year and any time, I'm like, nah, I don't drink. I mean, we got our green room is straight, you know, because of course our rider.
You get your riders,
yeah.
What's
our
on your rider?
Can say anything we want on it. You know, we like.
Yeah.
And Wino got a preference. Everybody had a preference, but I never ever touched nothing before I get down. If I do, I have a beer, so I got to change that. And if I drink a beer, that's just some social shit. But I didn't drink I just don't perform like that. First of all, I'm at my best sober. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but that's period. That's the way I wake up. You're at your best when you wake up anyway. So, like, this is my first drink today hanging with y'all. You know, y'all motherfucking bad influences.
No.
As soon as I come in, y'all offer me a drink.
Well deserved.
Hey, y'all didn't know if I was going through the 12 steps or not. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I don't even know how to approach that. I ain't gonna lie.
I could have been fighting this like, I'm shaking, homie. I need a drink.
Can't say no now. We on a Blow and Smoke podcast. I didn't know how. Like, man, at the end of the day, he came off a flight.
Hey, Wino, would you like a drink? Sure.
Debating in here and not even knowing we didn't put him down the wrong path.
I was on the 12 steps. I was like at step 7. I was doing
God damn it, we're right there.
Then I came over here. No, for real though.
No, we good though. But no, I never. And then after the show is over, I go in.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
what's that called? That's self-discipline?
I don't know.
Right?
Are you
that?
I don't know.
No?
I don't eat beef and I don't eat pork either. So there's
There you go.
and
That's
I
a
don't
good
trick
one.
my money up with those. So I got. Is it self-discipline or what?
I don't know what you call it. It's a preference.
Shut up, man. No cap. That is, she said, I don't trick my money off on hoes either.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
respect.
lot of things I don't do.
Are you married?
Not no more.
Have you ever paid for a hoe?
No,
Like
but it's
once.
been paid for. It's been paid for.
For you?
Yeah, I've been comped.
Yeah, you've been comped some hookers or
Yeah, I've
what?
been comped plenty of times. Probably. Yeah.
Let's get into the women then. You've been all over the country. Where's the most beautiful women at?
Man, I just had my last person.
I mean, not
I
the country,
spent
the
most.
world.
No, the last person I spent most of my little time with recently was in Colombia. You know, but I was in the mountains in Colombia hanging out, just all over. But I had to go over there and brush up on my Espanol. But
Yeah.
it was just a good place to be.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was a real good vibe.
I was gonna say, what is the vibe like? That's
Oh
what
man,
I
it
was
was really.
for people that can't go. Or haven't
Yeah,
gone.
it would be hard to describe, man.
Is why not going to the resort types? Or are you inland?
No,
Or are you
we ain't no
dealing with
resorts. You know that. Come on, I'm in
You
the
wanna go to
turf,
trenches,
baby.
yeah?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
right there. I'm in like when she with the Camino Trece, like
Okay.
where Escobar and them started out
Okay.
at. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
there
So
you go.
like places where it is what it is. You know.
You're in the jungle.
Yeah, the pueblos. Like right there in the neighborhoods.
That's dope.
These
That's
relationships, are these new relationships, being able to go out there, or are these like old relationships that you held on
A
to?
lot of times I've just I've knew some people. I mean, I don't do nothing on turn around and do it today. Usually it's something I take a little trust, just a little bit.
To have people in different countries, because you never know when you might need somebody in those areas.
That's exactly right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I want to be able to pull that because that's nice.
Yeah. I pull every single country I've been to, man. I mean, I go to third worlds. I go what we consider third worlds because that's not somebody else's. That's not their third world. That's their country. We come with names and then try to describe someone else's conditions when that's their condition, which is normal. So I don't feel appropriate even using a lot of terms I've learned over the time. But
Because it could be offensive to them, I would say, right?
yeah, because we already come off as
Arrogant.
we do. Thank you, man. Lack of a word at that moment. Yeah, we come off as arrogant already just from being here. And I understand. I mean, I drove straight up Hollywood to get to y'all. It's nice as fuck. Y'all offer me a nice drink. I'm
Right.
telling you,
It's the
brother.
least.
This is nice equipment. Shit like that. Because I've done things in other places where I still did what I was supposed to do and drank what they offered me.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, what's this? Oh, that's that homemade, this, that. I'm like, ooh.
Ooh.
about
You know what I'm
that.
saying? This is what you drank? Yeah, that's what we drink. Let's have a drink.
Right.
You drank, and I'm like, let me taste it too.
Oh, okay.
But that's the same, because if I just told you we make our own wine, so you would look, if you come to my house, I'm over here with a big ass bucket of wine. You're talking about, I just made this, it's ready today.
I'm gonna be like,
You know what I'm
Right,
saying? But
right.
I'm like, it's the 39th day. You know what I'm saying? You over there looking at me like,
Yeah.
and then we over there getting it out.
Yeah.
You like, but
Good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir.
Homemade, and it's done. It's real, and it's organic.
Yes, sir.
So this when it's real, like I'm saying from other countries, you gotta respect that, man. Put that respect on that.
What about food? I'm big on food. Like,
Man.
what about you
Y'all
travel the world?
gonna pick me. We gonna talk about. Look,
Oh,
y'all
we
gonna
gonna
pick
go
me
for a while. We got time. We got
then
time. We're
y'all
not rushing nothing.
There it is,
You
man.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You can pop
We
another
definitely
one
talk
of those.
about everything that we need to talk
But,
about.
what's
though,
your
for sure.
time? Let's say,
Yeah, I'm gonna look at now. I'm good.
You're good.
I'm good.
I said we're about 30 minutes in. We got another 30.
And I
easily,
was
so.
late. No, I was late.
Yeah,
We good.
Come
All
on.
right, though. It's all right,
We
though.
good.
That's not your
The
fault,
guests
though.
don't need to hear that.
Yeah,
I mean,
we good.
the viewers, sorry.
Nah. And so when it come to food, though, I'm more, since I don't eat beef and I don't eat pork, I'm a little limited on some of the things I eat. But at the end of the day,
Why is that?
I'm not
We
a-
didn't ask why. Why?
truthfully, man, I just looked at the animal himself. He don't look that good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm already a big dude. I'm a naturally big dude. Now I'm bigger due to whatever I don't do, to make sure I stay on point. But I'm sitting here saying, okay, looking at that motherfucking cow, that nigga, he eating grass and he a big motherfucker. Naturally, I don't need that. I don't need that DNA in me. I don't need none of that. I don't need to cross this up nowhere. That pig ain't looking that healthy either.
Mm-hmm.
And then I understood you got to cure him basically in salt, just to make sure you can kill all of his parasites. I'm cool on that.
And then they don't get them all.
No, they don't. But the fact is, if that's how you have to cure the animal, and salt kills all, why would I even do that? And me being a black man, I don't need all that. I'm just understanding a little more than I knew yesterday.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
You're more aware. You're more aware.
Hey, man, it's not the science. It's just easy looking. Just look at it.
Yeah.
Look at it for what it is, man. It is what it is, brother.
I just want to know, like you said, when you go and talking about the respect and appreciation, especially when it comes down to different countries that you emphasize. When you had that run or the heavy run with Coolio, what are some memories that some people just don't know about him? Some people might look at him like the party animal that he is.
Okay.
What are some other values that that people might need to hear that you've experienced with Coolio as far as?
All right. Yeah, I mean that would be really a kind of easy one. At one point in time, if people don't know, Cool may have been the biggest rap artist in the world at one point for sure.
Yes, sir. Everybody know Gangsta's Paradise.
They know that song, but as it goes, when I say to use the world, what happens is some things don't cross over. So what we know over here, we believe is the biggest thing going.
Wow.
Well, what happens is you can hit a world market, and the world knows.
Wow.
So yes, Cool hit the world market early.
Damn.
He didn't hit just the U.S. market.
Yes.
What happened is the U.S. market, a lot of people sold that up for themselves, and it's theirs. Mm-hmm. But they never had opportunity to hit the world market. The world market is so much larger than just the U.S. market.
Can imagine.
Oh, yeah. This is what takes you around. This is how you wake up in Africa and Egypt. This is how you wake up in China. This is how you wake up in countries. Talking about, what the fuck, But you just woke up like, we over here.
Wow. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we over there. This is how you wake up in other countries. Talking about, yeah, this shit was, especially in the 90s. You know
different time.
It ain't no goddamn internet.
No.
This shit is organic. It was just grown, So Cool did that, and then one thing he did, he ain't never had security. So when you want to ask me what I really know is how to move and be accepted for who you are, just on some natural shit, I mean, I could say we ain't gonna never let us. We was taught as kids, if you leave with them, you come home with them.
Say that.
So I mean, we gonna fight together. Period. We gonna always fight together. But the fact is, he still never hired security. Clear up to the point when he left, he never had a security. We ain't never had no security team around us. We roll right and did what we did, and we went to so-called areas that other people wouldn't want to go to.
Yep.
Is that a respect factor, or is that just because Coolio knew how to move so well that he didn't have to?
I'm gonna say he himself as the brand
was respected.
He did his shit right. First of all, he never fronted, never act like he was. Even when the money was all good, he still maintained his understanding of everybody's money ain't the same, homie. So you can't use money as the front. He knew that already though, because we come from the hard times. We didn't have it easy. So, and with the fact that we all stayed together with this whole thing, yeah, Cool. He had a good understanding of. Yeah. Just he wasn't tripping. He didn't. I saw his head inflate a little. When he got that Grammy, I had to tell him one day. I had to tell him. He was like, give a fuck about that Grammy. You know what I'm saying? And I pulled his card on that like just a few times, and I tugged on him. And in the end, he never even put it up. He just he put it down to the side and was like, but he knew, man. It's a nice trophy.
Yeah.
But after that, that's what this is.
Yep.
Thanks. And he enjoyed the trophy. Well, we all got 50 plaques, probably 60 plaques. Mm-hmm. Things they don't give away no more. Mm-hmm. They're nice trophies. But at the end of the day, man, it's
always the acknowledgement that feels right.
That's
too.
what I said. But that's what it is. It's that we got it. It's done. You know what I'm saying? And we like it. We enjoy it. Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite time, and what country was this at with Coolio on tour?
All of them. When I tell you, name
the best show. I know
you said Africa.
I'd
be damned if you don't say Africa was one of them good experiences.
Africa was a good experience. We did Kenya, Uganda, but
Jesus, really?
Oh yeah. We hung out with Idi Amin's kids and Uganda, some of his kids. We just learned. You learn. What happens is you wind up learning a lot. And you're dealing with cultures and getting better understanding of things that you would have never had the opportunity to do. Yes, but we woke up in Russia a couple of times now too. So, we on the other end, we be like, yeah, man, I woke up in Russia, and I'm gonna tell you, yeah, Crazy.
Crazy, scary,
nah,
scary.
fuck
No, not scary.
Talk to us.
They lay it out.
Why not? At the end of the day, we want to hear more. We
I
can't go to
understand.
restaurant. I can't go to these dates. I want to hear what was so special about it.
I mean, cause like I said, it's like Russia is like this. I think since we was brought by the government, you know, anything you do out there is sanctioned.
There we go.
So since it was sanctioned by the government was very aware of our presence the whole time. So all I have to do is look at somebody and like, man, what about that? You know, and sometimes I didn't even speak. If I just looked at it, it was there.
What? Coolio had pull in Russia to the point where it's...
You heard say, if I just look at it, I didn't even speak. And I couldn't come up with this by just come up with it out the air.
Yeah.
Hey, I've looked at something, and then when I look up, it was already sitting in my room.
Russia.
Look, I said,
okay,
bro, already in my room though.
No, I hear you.
They play different over there. They take care of you.
Get to the room, and I'm like, fuck, I'm about to get killed by a spy. What's going on around this motherfucker?
Right. Let me cut you down real quick.
Ain't no need to pat his neck in.
Oh shit,
She's
already
sitting there.
ready.
I was gonna say that's why I tagged you. Like, don't even know where this is going, right?
Yeah. I come in the room, she already there. But I'm gonna keep it 100. All I did was look because it was a good. I seen it. I was like, damn, look at that right there.
Yeah.
You know, but the people that was with us, they paying attention to everything too, and apparently they caught the look.
Yep.
And they did that.
They handled it for you.
Man.
Wow.
Man,
I don't know.
So that's what I'm trying to say. It's a different setup.
Yeah.
You know, some real, they do some other type of shit. You know.
Now, what's that experience like? Like, because I don't know if they sing the song. Like,
yeah, they all. Yeah, even if they don't know English, they wind up singing all the songs.
in English, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they, even though you're in Russia, they're singing those songs in English in a Russian accent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we was doing an Adidas tour, but this is when I heard the term. It's not Adidas, it's Adidas. It's Adidas.
Yeah.
So when I learned it was Adidas, that's when I learned. You know, we put in the English action Adidas.
Yeah.
Fuck no, it's Adidas.
Adidas.
Yeah.
Because they're based in French right? Or
hey. Adidas.
Adidas.
Okay, no
Adidas.
Adidas. I don't know.
You're good.
Adidas. And everybody else knows that it's Adidas.
Adidas.
Yeah, everybody else knows that. So
what was up with Coolio's hair, bro? That was a staple of him. His image was something like. Was that something that he
came
took
to the
pride
table.
in?
He came to the table with that, and then my ex-wife was a beautician. She was a stylist. So she helped him maintain it for all the years.
No.
Really?
Oh yeah, 100%. He only went one place.
Wow.
Yeah.
That comes because that's comfort too. He's
Yeah.
like, hey, Tilly A, I need my hair done. Tilly A, I need my hair done. Tilly A, I think some hair is missing. You know, over time it was all changing.
Yeah,
you know
it
what I'm
started to go
saying?
down.
But you really, but he still couldn't go to nobody. Tilly A, what am I gonna do? Tilly A, how do I hold this?
That's trust.
You know, yeah. So I was sitting there like, hey, bro, you know.
Because he was different. He was out the box from early.
From early,
yeah.
bro.
Because like you hear it now, you see
beginning.
people painting their nails and doing some out of
Whatever.
ordinary shit.
True.
You know what I
Whatever.
mean? But the image, he saw that as like, hey, I can brand this. I could do something.
Who would I
with this.
tell you? Only OD being cool rocked that one. You know, that was definitely one, and I will never understood. I won't know who came first, but I can say since Cool was on the west and O was on the east,
Right.
it was what it was.
Right.
They split it down the middle.
Right
Both
down
of
the
y'all
middle.
had it at the same time.
Yeah.
You know,
Right,
because
that's
we met another Coolio the underdog.
Look just like, oh, shit.
Coolio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Up in the my man from Crest and all them. So Coolio the underdog, and I was like, and he was Coolio also. It wasn't no pull off the name and all that.
How do you go about? Not even that, but I'm just like, really, no, I don't even want to say that.
So
Sorry.
so
I
watch
ain't
this.
say that.
Well, how Coolio come about is Cool is a Leo.
Like his sign.
What's that?
Yes.
July, June,
Cool September.
September. Okay.
Yeah, Cool is a Leo, and I gotta always remember September was that September. I forget the actual birth date, but I got it in my phone. But anyway, so since he's a Leo, it's Coolio.
He was always cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
Cool guy.
Cool, yeah.
No, he was always nicknamed Cool.
No, his first nickname was Old Man.
Really?
Yeah.
Why
yeah.
so?
Old soul.
Yeah, he just is old motherfucker, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, old man. You know?
Yeah.
Then the
Smoking
neighborhood,
Newports.
all that shit. Then the neighborhood they call him Boo Daddy.
Oh,
you know, so
shit.
yeah, he was Boo.
Okay.
Yeah.
And everybody's like Boo, Boo, Boo this, Boo that. And then one day he just became cool. You know, he cool. Then he's a cool Leo. So he was a cool Leo.
I just
And
had
that
to,
one stuck.
I had to say for you because like being his DJ, you know, in his past, you know what I'm saying, and still right now actively pushing his name, I'm like, at the end of the day, to have a friend as valued as you, yet alone a best friend, or, you know, I don't know how deep you guys' friendship title goes, but as far as that respect level that, you know, what I'm hearing right now, you can't pay for that. You can't buy that. He's not here right now, but to the level of what you're able to represent him as, you know what I'm saying? This is what I hope when I pass. I still got individuals, which I know, you know what I'm saying, is going to be able to do the same thing.
As it should be.
So I just say for you is like, what makes you want to do that? What did he do? What makes you want to speak in him in highly levels?
See, this is something I haven't thought about, like, because it's not done because it's him, that's for sure. It's done because this is who I've been fucking with the whole time. So it's not because it's Coolio. It's because this is something that I've been doing now for over 35 years, almost 40 years. Let me see. My legacy is attached to his automatically. His has to be treated a certain way because mine is going to be treated a certain way. I'm going to uphold him because I'm upholding myself while I'm doing him.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's just hand in hand. So like even with this, the projects we've been doing, we started working on that new album in 2020. And he and I agreed that this is probably going to be the last album. Somebody recently said, man, why a lot of the songs you guys are talking as if it was already past tense? Well, you guys, we already knew that this was probably the last album.
Damn.
We just didn't know he was leaving.
Right.
He was supposed to still be here.
So now, but the songs speak past. Like the new one, he lays it out. His name, where his name came from, who influenced him, DJ Wino, what he did, what he brought to the table. He gave the whole thing up. People are like, how can you get that if, like, he knew he was leaving? No, he didn't know he was leaving, but we was already saying,
this is the last album.
take care, you guys.
Wow.
This is it.
Wow.
For the game, you know what I'm saying? So,
Wow.
yeah, it
That's
had
deep.
nothing to do.
That's super deep.
And it is. So the whole album speaks a lot of past. It's like future past in a sense. You know, he got a shine on me. He got a song talking about if people would just allow him to live his life, you know. But when you hear this in present, you're like this, wow, he's asking people just accept me for who I am.
Right.
And then he passes and everybody still got their name, like, you know, whether it's a good thing or bad thing, but he was telling you the whole time, damn, let me be. Allow me to live my life. You know, and all this is, now it's recorded and it's done.
Right.
You know, so yeah, it was a trip. And then to make this so we can understand the legacy part, the real understanding is on the first album, his very first album called It Takes a Thief, I recorded and did almost 14 songs out of 16 or something, or 12 out of 14, however it went. I did the whole album. And then here it goes again. His last album, I own the whole album.
Wow.
Back home, full circle.
But that's those signs, and you ever take a step back?
Of course.
How do you go about dealing with it?
How do you deal with it?
How did you track that? Like, what is your diagnostics?
I drowned when I was about 3, and I got resuscitated. So, you know, I don't.
You saw the light.
Now I ain't see shit. It was dark as a
It's dark as
motherfucker.
fuck.
When I woke up, I wanted to play. I asked, can I finish playing? They was like, no.
Yeah,
You know,
really?
they were
So
like,
they got
yeah.
you back in?
Well, yeah. When I came back, you don't know where you was. You don't know that. I don't know I was gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the truth is, I was on probably just unconscious at the point still, but I was done. I was out. I was done.
Yeah.
Because I drowned already. But
you drowned.
Yeah.
You still you still don't know how to swim, or do you know how to swim?
Hell yeah, I had to learn. It took me about another 38 years or something crazy.
You're in there
but
now.
I'm like, I got that shit. Nigga, I'll stay on my back and float all
We're
day.
good. We ain't doing that
for
again.
3 or 4 days if that's what it takes. I ain't going out easy.
No, hell no.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, when I drowned though, I do remember the point of falling in.
That's funny. That is funny.
When I did drown, I remember the point of falling in the water. I remember everything I did, but I didn't know how to swim. And I remember talking trying to get help underwater. That's the real, probably why I drowned.
Understood.
Yeah, I should have kept
panic mode.
Yeah, I should have kept my goddamn mouth shut. But the fact is, it all happened quicker. So from there, I woke up on my back outside, on the side of the pool, with a lot of people around me. and people were just staring there. And when I woke up, the first thing I was like, damn, can I finish playing? You know, I don't know no better.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a kid.
They mouth to mouth?
I don't know.
He was 3.
I was done. Plus, I was done.
Happy to be
It
back,
could have been
okay.
a big old black man, crusty, kissing on me. I wouldn't have known, homie.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
like, you know, he could have came back like, hey, you back.
No cap. Thank you, bro.
Hey,
No cap.
I wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when I looked up and I seen the look on everybody's face, I got an understanding that whatever was happening was real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was real because everybody was around me. And the only thing I wanted to do was play.
Where were you at?
In the jungles.
That's on. Yep.
Yeah, I was in the jungles. That's
Wait.
where-
In the jungles. I know Training Day, Denzel
Yeah,
Washington.
yeah, in the jungles. Yeah.
Oh.
Off Cocoa Ave, I think we got some apartments
shit.
over
Hey,
there.
you know Training Day.
I mean, I don't know the jungles. I ain't gonna lie.
You don't know.
I
Y'all
watched
sitting
Training
in
Day.
Pelican Bay when he in that cul-de-sac.
Nah,
That's
I
the
don't remember.
jungle.
I can't recall the
So,
scene.
so at one point in time, you know, like prominent blacks, if you was in Hollywood or doing good, the jungles was an area that you moved to because you were making it. You know, you actually things was going good. You probably had a career, and that career was paying you. So we had some family up in the jungles.
Dope.
So we an East Side family. We coming to swim.
You're the family coming in.
We're coming to swim. You know what I'm
Open the
saying?
gate. No cap.
All that, and that's what happened. You know.
Oh man,
That's exactly what happened, bro.
The album title. We have a title for it.
Yeah, we got a title, man. Long live Coolio,
Long live Coolio.
as it should be.
Hell yeah.
You know, so pay respect and tribute to a person that definitely deserves it, especially when it comes to music. You know, a lot of people don't understand that Gangsta's Paradise came off the second album, but the setup for how it went between the first album to Gangsta's Paradise, man, it was Cool says Gangsta's Paradise came to him. And I would still, you know, if he said it, it's cool. I believe it. But I was like this, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he said, no, Wino, it came to me. I didn't make Gangsta's Paradise. I'm the executive producer of the project.
Okay.
But Doug Rashid made Gangsta's Paradise. And when he said it came to him, though, he said, I didn't even write nothing down. I just went in there and spit it.
And he was not punching in at this time. He was not
That's
punching
all.
in.
You can punch. Yeah, he just, but it all came to him.
Yeah.
As I walked through the valley of the shadow of death, I see, take a look at my life and see nothing. It all came to him, he said. And I was like this, good, you know. I still didn't think it was the appropriate song at the time because of where music was at that second.
Right.
And where was that?
Music, you were either leaning towards some street shit, or like I said, or you was some East Coast hip hop. The South hadn't had their turn yet. Nobody else was really warm. You had maybe one person from each region that was warming up, but the West was known for this sound that they want to keep us, where they keep us in this box, gangster music. The East was known for hip hop. So I was like, where does Gangsta's Paradise sit in this?
Damn.
You know. So I truly didn't understand. And then when I finally saw the video, people gonna learn. They're gonna be like, wow, you wasn't in that video. I haven't been in a lot of videos. It's not because I just was busy, honestly, but when I saw Michelle Pfeiffer in it, right?
Oh shit.
Yeah, when I looked up and I realized, I'm like, oh, that's white gold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a diamond
Yeah.
in your video. And they brought her out for that video. I said, yeah, they about to put that shit on, and this is gonna have that shit behind it. You know what I'm saying? So when you know, this is when I learned the real true power of marketing and the whole campaign of PR and all that. So that's that film money got behind it.
What was this record label at the time?
Actually, Tommy Boy did not release Gangsta's Paradise first. So whoever was in control of the movie put it out as a soundtrack. And then Tommy Boy grabbed it. We were all on Tommy Boy though. Tommy Boy was the home label.
Okay.
But whoever put out, because I don't remember every single whoever made the movie, and the movie wasn't called Gangsta's Paradise. So, but whoever made that movie, that's when they put that out as a single, and Tom and them grabbed it and said, "We gonna do this
Run
right."
this.
Yeah.
They did. That was like the See You Again with Wiz Khalifa with the Fast and Furious before that.
But
you know what I mean?
that kind of deal.
Yeah.
You know, but Cool had the chance to do that a few other times because he did See You When You Get There. Then that came out for a movie also.
He was getting movie money.
Oh yeah, he was getting that movie money,
He was
man.
getting that fucking movie money.
Going through the difference of like you said, growing up in Carson and Damn, you said Coolio was from
Heath Compton.
Compton. I knew it was one of the C. Sorry, Compton. Growing up from these areas, now going through the transition of actually, going on tour overseas. Now going to you're a worldwide global enterprise now at this point with Coolio. How are you living your life? How are you delivering your messages? What investments are you making along these times other than just being a DJ? How are you appreciating life? In
the 20s, it really didn't change that much. I didn't open my understanding up. First of all, see what you asked me. You don't understand what to do with money until you make money. You have to make money to have a clue with what to do with money.
That's a fact.
And if you don't have it, you'll never get the clue to what to do with the money, right? So by the time I'm hitting 28, now I'm over here saying, so from 22, 28, that's not that many years. But I had the opportunity to touch. Now I got an opportunity. Yeah. I'm touching some money. I'm going, shit, this money leave fast if you ain't careful. Mm-hmm. I'm noticing that. So I started realizing I better go buy. I bought some apartments. Bought in Westchester. I bought a home.
Oh, out here in California? Okay.
Yeah. I bought a home. I made sure I purchased a home for my family. So I started doing little things, which instead of just buying cars, low riders, and motorcycles and shit like that, because I did that too. Though.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, brother.
But I made sure I bought homes, and honestly, that was the only clear teacher. That was my teacher. You better buy property. Not saying it works for everybody, not saying it's the smartest thing, but when you're coming from not understanding nothing, that was the best thing for me.
Yeah?
Yeah, property actually was the best thing, bro.
What was the first home your first apartment? How much did that?
First I went from a family home for my family.
Okay.
And then I pitched in with one of my homeboys, and we purchased some 8 units. So there from the home to the 8 units, and that was the first time I started saying, okay, if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to put some money back into some apartments.
What was your first initial investment into the 8 units?
I can't remember the number itself.
No, okay.
But I can tell you from there, I only understood to start. I always made investments with property, real estate. I started buying stuff.
I would say, how many properties do you have now?
I'm back down to 2. I'm back down to some normal shit. But what I did, because I liquidated again, because I bought a trucking company too. Oh, I mean, my whole story is I got a ride. I mean, I'm talking about like right now I own 5 diesels. I'm still on my move.
This is going back to our conversation in the
I'm
elevator.
still on my move.
You're gonna
respect.
Yeah. I own a couple of properties. I own diesels. I own the record label. I mean, we still own understanding what it means to make money.
Yes, sir.
But that money, you would have never had I couldn't have got the lesson unless I had an opportunity to make some money.
Yeah.
And that's just the sad part about money, how it works. I look at Cool. He did a show every single day, every weekend of his life. And he knew that this is what it takes for me to eat. So his investment thoughts wasn't like mine because he could actually make money every weekend.
If he wanted to, no matter what.
Period. That's what he did. He did a show every single weekend. And I didn't start going back on tour, y'all, until 2021, maybe. I stopped in 95, 96. I stopped going on tour.
Oh, you took a break.
Yeah, I raised my family.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
okay.
I raised my family. I mean, I made sure that they were straight. Then after I got divorced, I was like, well, shit, ain't nothing keeping me around here no longer. And I was like,
the stage looking like a
hey, let me go. Hey, cool. I'm ready to go. Yeah. He put me on ice for about a whole damn year. Like, well, no man, because he was bitter. He was bitter as a motherfucker because I left in the first place.
Yeah.
He's like, well, man, I'm just done. We got to fix. Then one day he said, man, you ready to go back on the road, man? I was like, yeah, you big. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah. Stay ready. I said, I'm just, let me know when it's real. And he's like, it's coming up, because he signed a contract for I Love the 90s, which is something that happens every single year. But he had been doing that for maybe 8 years already. Yeah. So that I Love the 90s was his main gig for the summer. And I told him I'd sign up for those. So last year, we was I Love the 90s, but it was all it was all European. So Holland, Denmark, Brussels, just everything was overseas.
Wow.
It was all overseas. I Love the 90s. And basically, we did with most EDM artists. We were just the hip hop artists on it. Yeah. So
you stood out also is what I'm saying too.
Yeah. We're black. We only black people out there.
Yeah, I was saying.
Yeah, we stood out. Not that was hip hop. Yeah, nah. hip hop, we did stand out.
Yes,
we was
sir.
only hip hop artists on the EDM stage.
Right.
So, and it was appreciated. It was highly appreciated.
I want to talk about the single out now, and it's on your shirt. A Star Is Born.
Yeah, that's that one. Man. It's
Out
hard for
now. I mean,
It's not out now.
No, it will be.
No,
When
it
this
is out
it
now,
will be.
Thank you.
I got you. It's out now.
Thank you.
So, A Star Is Born. What does that mean? Coolio was a star. You are a star in your own right. So
Right.
it's like, what does that mean behind the title of that?
Oh man, Tretch from Naughty by Nature. Yeah, he's the lead on this one. He came out and when I positioned, I was like, Cool was gone by this time, and Cool left me. Like I said, the lyrics of saying who he was, how he got his humble beginnings and all, he left that already behind. And I was playing it. I said, Tretch, we really try to only deal with people that had the mutual respect already. Cool respect them, they respect Cool. And plus, Naughty by Nature was label mates with us in the 90s on Tommy Boy Records.
Gotcha. So
Tretch was like, bro, send that to me. And I was like, damn, you kind of busy right now. Tretch been doing New Jack City. Mm-hmm. He's been Nino Brown on New Jack City. Yep. So he's been that play kept him real busy, plus a few other movies and things. So Tretch was like, man, I can't wait to touch this mic, and I'm gonna do it for Bro. I'm gonna do it for Cool. So when I sent it to him, man, he looked up. He about 2 weeks went by, man. He said, I can't send it to you unless I send it right. Came back and said, here it is, Wino. And I knew the story already. When I heard it, I knew the story. Yeah. Because I knew the moments.
Right.
And all he did was make me remember the moments.
Put it together in the book.
Yeah. And it was the moments that we lived already. And I was like this, okay, now the world get to hear that about when Cool and Tretch hooked up. Cool broke it down, who he was when we hooked up. And I actually finished it up on when we and how we came and where we went to. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like the story of the plight of it all. And it was A Star Is Born. And everybody so far, man, I'm gonna tell you, most people crying when I play it.
Really?
So I'll be like, it's kind of depressing a little.
Is this postmortem? How do they say that? It's after his death.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So as they say, it's this posthumous releases now. So the songs now are all, of course, because he's not here, but certain all of them are recorded prior to his death, of course, because we don't fuck around no AI. That moment, we're gonna allow that to happen later on in life, naturally.
Have you got approached for it already though?
Yeah, people talk to us about it, but we were more concerned about the visuals, than the audio, because I do have a whole shitload of audio.
Yeah, you got a vault.
I do have a vault. Mm-hmm. So back to Stars Born, man. It was just crazy how it came together, and then I needed something. The words, this is a place where stars are born. MC Shan first said it on the bridge with Marley Marl. The hip hop know. MC Shan and Marley Marl and the people KRS battle for their positions. So when you start learning your music and you be like, whoa, this is a real motherfucking legend. MC Shan said, this is a place where stars are born. I took that and I said, Shan, I need you to say that for me live. So I had to go through this little thing. I said, I don't know where Shan at. My man said, I go to Premier. Premier said, DJ Premier.
DJ Premier. Yeah, say less.
Yeah, Premier said, oh, Wino, I think he was on the breakfast. I think Nori knows him. Next thing you know, Nori was like, yeah, I got his line. So next thing I know, Shan called me. I'm right here. What's happening? I'm like, I need that. I need this right here, brother. I need you to say this live. And I said, because I don't want to pay somebody else on, I wouldn't use the masters, somebody else's stuff, because I'm like, we don't do that, man. It's hard enough for us to eat off of this.
Right.
And I was like, Shan, I'd rather give you put this in your pocket, and you just say this is the place where stars are born, bro. Mm-hmm. He said, say less.
That's
Run
fire.
It. Yeah, and I got the. It's just when things come together from behind being veterans in a sense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was say because you made a couple phone calls, and then that's off of the reputation of what you built in your life.
It's all treated with respect.
But also seeing
love
the vision.
Respect.
You seen the final product before you even started.
Oh yeah. That's the beautiful part about music. It's in your head before anybody else ever gets the opportunity to touch it. Mm-hmm. Like anything, like anybody's artistic creativity, man, it's already there. Mm-hmm. All we do is look at it, line it up, make it reality, and then see if the world is feeling you. Yes. You know, if the world feels it, then it is what it is. And that's how we approach it. Anything we do, we like, hell, it's in your head. Bring it out. Make it right there where you can touch it, and it now becomes tangible. You can purchase it. You can do whatever you want to do with it. I mean, yes, it's yours. If you don't like it, that's your prerogative too.
Being in the music industry, I'm not gonna lie, Wino. When because you've been through a lot, so it's like record labels. What I want to say, you have. Actually, hold on.
Man, look, I got one for y'all. Y'all didn't even know my remix for "This Is How We Do It" for Montel Jordan became the single. It just nobody knows because, like you said.
Wait.
Yeah, like you said. Wino, you produced Fantastic Voyage. Everybody knows that. It should say it. It says it on everything, but nowadays, see, it's not all written in where it needs to be.
Yeah.
But Montel Jordan, "This Is How We Do It," is my remix became the single. So I got that under my belt.
This is how we do it, Montel Jordan.
Yeah, another what we call classic.
I think I would call that a motherfucking classic.
That's a classic. Whatever it is, you know?
For sure.
Okay, so wait. So wait, because I would have never known that. So you actually, the whole creative process with that, you actually worked with Montel or?
So they came to me. Paul Stewart was DJP. It was my manager at the time. He managed Montel. He managed Coolio. He had a bunch of, his roster was full at the time. What happened is he said to me, yo, we got this song that's going to come out under PMP, which is under Def Jam at the time. And he said, why, it's an R&B song. And it's missing just something. He said, it's missing something. And I was like, play it. Shit, let me see. And I heard what he was saying.
Well, what did you hear at that? Like, what was it? What was it missing?
It was missing the thump.
Okay.
It didn't have that at the time, it wasn't 808 driven. Mm-hmm. It was R&B. Yeah. You know, it was a good mix though. It was because he used Children's Story, you know, Slick Rick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He used that, of course. That's what it is. And then O.G. Pierce, rest in peace also, that brother produced it. But these R&B producers. So what they did is they wasn't concentrating like on hip hop, on the drums.
Yeah.
So I was like, I hear it though. So we need this motherfucker to go, this is how we doom, 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 doom. We had to bring that 808 out, those snaps and the claps. We had to bring this live, make it come pop out. And next thing I know, I get a call. I get a call from Russell telling me, you know, that's it.
That's
and everybody like, that's it. I'm like, that's it. That pay me. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And all the rest. Do I get royalties? And we going through the whole thing. But when I look up, bro, who would have known that was going to be another one of those classics?
They literally gave you the final product, asked you.
Yeah, it says it.
What could you do to it? You tweaked it, added in the more 808s, enhanced it, and now we have This Is How We Do It by Montel Jordan that we all listen to right now.
No, the single says this is how you know. You won't know because, of course, information is not just put out there. But if you say, this is how we do it, Wino mix, it's the fucking single.
Thank you.
Fucking single.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's the single.
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about.
God
and that's respect though, because we still listen to that to this day.
Yeah.
To this day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too. We still tour with him.
But Montel's still on tour?
Yeah.
Say less.
He's on the 90s. I love the 90s tour.
All the OGs be on tour, bro.
I'm a hip hop. I don't do my girl might, but I don't.
Man, you know, it's an age. It's an age thing.
Too, like I'm trying to go see BBD and everybody.
Like, well, the homies, yeah. All those. Hey, bro, it's an age thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you really, it gets to take you back for a moment. Like it takes you back to a moment in your life where you was like, shit, I ain't even had high blood pressure at that time. You know what I'm saying? You like, no, really. I'm
You're
like,
gonna give yourself 2 hours to take you back in time.
We all at that age where, you know, we got to be very cautious of everything we do. So your pops and everybody like this, yeah, I don't even want to tell you what I was doing at that time. You know, he don't want to tell you met your mom that day.
That's a trick. Hey.
You know, he don't want to say it.
Hey, you ever been to Freaknik?
Yeah, of course I've been to
Freaknik.
Oh,
tell me about Freaknik. I'm not going to cap because I don't know nothing about that. What's Freaknik about?
That's when I first ran into, let me see, the Brat wasn't he? She was just coming out.
It's in Atlanta.
We running her at the Waffle House. We run to everybody. Freaknik was basically when the kids get out of school or whatever, it was just a moment where Atlanta turned the fuck up, all the way up in the summer. And it was just wild, bro.
Outside, though, not no club.
No, it was outside. Everything was just outside at the park. It was a done deal, man. Just go up. Yep. And they did have club. I mean, there was clubs cracking, too, because they would try to schedule, things that happen, because shows and all that.
There we go.
But it damn sure was an outside event, because they shut the freeway down. Next thing you know, you just outside on the freeway for about 4 hours. Everybody out the trunk with it.
Partying?
Yeah, they shut it down. Boom.
What year is this?
This 95, 94.
Nah, because they don't
I'm
do
born
this
in
no
96,
more.
bro.
They don't do it.
Yeah, I'm like, and they might 90. The whole Freaknik lasts from probably 91, maybe 92, all the way to them dates. But yeah, you can shut it down. A lot of places shut the streets down. When the streets get shut down, it's shut down. New York is always in the boroughs. They've been known for shutting the streets down the whole time, bro. Yeah, you go down the right street. That's it. You shouldn't have turned down that street.
Now you stuck.
You get out your car. You shouldn't even have a car, first of all. Just get out the car,
That's
man.
the truth.
Take it. Come back and get your car tomorrow.
That is the truth.
Yeah. So a lot of places live like that out here.
Experiencing over the East Coast to the West Coast, how is that? How is that for you, especially, being a DJ?
Yeah. It's a beauty. I mean, the DJing right now, even DJs have always, especially used to, it was more of like a rite of passage, to be like, hey, yo, especially if you're a half-ass decent DJ. So, and if you're a good DJ, that makes a big difference. But like for your battle cats, your Aladdin, DJ Aladdin, I'll say names that nobody knows maybe now, but Battle Cat, she should know, constantly know, keep his name because he's relevant at this second. But you had DJ Aladdin, who comes before Cat. You got people like Joe Cooley. You got the DJ Pools that came early. You got a lot of DJs, of course, that really paved the way. I mean, the Glove, I can start naming. I can just go through too many names of DJs. But these dudes had names because they were DJs, so East Coast had the same thing. East Coast had they DJ. Come on, Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah.
Clark Kent. I mean, we can just go through names, Red Alert. We can just use names, Kid Capri. People that have been doing and been good at their craft the entire time. Then you got the kids that come, like I said, DJ, like Primo, DJ Premier. Your DJ Wino comes in. All these DJs come in over time, and it's just always was respected. It was always respected. The DJs have always been like, respect.
Yeah.
And it's still like that today, man, even though the platforms are bigger now. But I know that the DJs aren't fronting on you. I can just see it. They just be like, even if it's not all like, we're going to, it's all bam.
Yeah.
Good, bam. I know. Nope. Good looking out.
That's respect, though.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's really a industry for you. Like
the DJs,
podcasting, it's one of those things similar too. It's like you guys are so respect.
Of course. I mean, but that's how so the East Coast DJs, they were big influencers at one time when hip hop had its crown. They were super influencers.
Yeah.
So as things change though, you look up in each region's DJs now hold their belt for where they are regionally.
Right.
The music has been it's been separated. It's been done what we said was going to happen. Everything was going to be put in the subcultures. It's subcultured out now.
It is.
Yeah,
it definitely is.
Yeah, so it's hard to make money subcultured out.
When you say they all hold their belts individually.
Yeah.
Where do you hold yours?
I hold my own. That's why I'm right here. So my belt, and I still DJ to this day, man. I still believe. I practice scratching. I practice.
You still on vinyls?
I have, yes.
Wow.
But now I don't practice every day on vinyls.
Okay.
Because it's not. If you go to a club,
you can't.
Yeah, you need to be right. Be a technical savvy.
Right. All tech.
Yeah, I need to go right in and be like, oh shit, I'm on some DJ days. I'm on this that bullshit.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wish I'm out here.
I gotta go right.
My dad hears you loud and clear right now because I'm still trying to get him to try to transition, but he's just so stubborn he don't want to transition.
Well, yeah, well, I don't blame him, but you go in there and be like this. Oh, this got latency and it's gonna be seconds off. My scratching is gonna sound like I am DJ Wino. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
whining.
It's not real. It's not live. It's not the same movement. It's not the same feel. But you got to stay technical savvy. You got to stay in there.
You gotta adjust with the times. You gotta be relevant.
You really to be relevant. You do.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be relevant, then you fade away. That's what's gonna happen. And I'm not choosing to fade away right now. You know, I'm over here drinking on. I told you, I drink shots. I mean, I'm a man's man. I'm over here drinking on a mother of Ciroc vodka spritz.
Sponsored.
You know what I'm saying?
Sponsored by DJ Wino.
Hey, look, Sunset Citrus.
Hey, Diddy, we
got
need
a
that
Sunset
plug right now.
Citrus.
Get you some now.
You dig?
Hell
So yeah, times change, man, and you just got to roll with the times. I mean,
Agreed.
Yeah.
I mean, we've touched on a lot. Just one thing before we get out of here, Wino, I want to ask you. You touched on Long Live Coolio to be probably one of the last albums that you are going to be fully engaged in. What's your plan after? Like, what are you planning to do for the rest of your life once this project hits the streets and everything?
well, man, I want to go into what would already have lined up next before I even get to that because I had signed an EP with Razzcast, like I had said. So
Okay.
just on that alone, we had already started. Production has already started. And for those who don't know who Razzcast is, I'm going to ask you to Google him first. But second, understand that he is, hands down, one of the most lyrical artists that came off the West Coast. And he so happens to be from Carson as well.
Yeah.
This is how the connection between Razzcast and Ab Soul came about. Ab Soul was from Carson as well. So what happens is we have this little Carson connection going on.
Educating me.
Oh yeah, we have a little Carson connection going on. Then I reached out to, and these guys are gonna be laughing in a second, but I talked to Obi Trice, and for those who don't know who Obi Trice is, that's a Detroit brother, down with D12, down with a lot of the people, but this is from the Detroit side of things. Hell of a lyricist. He's gonna be down with the project. When I talked to Exhibit, his ass is out there with us now in Vegas hanging out. So he's down with the project. This is how we do it. We really go make things hip hop. It's all organic. We pull it out the crate, we pull it out the mud, we pull it out the soil, and we put some water on it, and then we watch it grow.
That's fucking amazing.
You know, and then I figure out after I finish these projects, I say, well, hell, man, I've had a nice time. I've enjoyed myself. I might go hiatus for a couple of years. But I do have plans because I have people around me that's so talented, it's hard for me to just
Step away?
Yeah, it's hard. Even if, I probably won't be hands-on production any longer because it's a new time, a new day, and a lot of things.
Let the young guns do the
I
young
want
guns.
them.
Yeah.
I want them, and I want to sit back and at the helm and say, well, there's a proper way to release this too, and I want to make sure I'm technical savvy on that end. You know, I mean, I'm the kind of dude that want to make sure, I have a scheduler to do all my social media.
Yeah.
You know, because I can't handle all the platforms. There's so many out there now. I got to have a scheduler. You know, I mean, this is what it takes.
Yeah.
To stay relevant.
And let's all just make this clear. Wino's fucking independent. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, One Pick Records, man. One Pick Entertainment is the company. So it is what it is, y'all. We're gonna stay independent, and we will never ever take that machine unless they offer us so much money. We cannot turn it down.
I love it.
Yeah, but even then, I'll still keep my rights as an independent label.
Always. Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Man, this is fucking great, bro.
Wino, before we do get out of here, is there anything that you want to let the people know before,
Man, homies, I'm gonna say this. When it comes to people like Coolio, especially, do some homework, especially for the people. You know who Tupac is. If you don't know who Tupac is, you're supposed to do your homework. When it comes to Coolio, do your homework. Sometimes people come in your life and you might not know the name. Do some homework, do a little bit of investigating. You'll find out that this person's life is so much bigger than what you know. And you'll be just amazed that, damn, I didn't know all this. Damn, I didn't know all that. So let's do a little homework, find out who some of the people are, because their music is here. It's been influential the whole time to not just your parents, even to you, because we have 1 billion plus. We almost at 1.5 billion streams. And that's views also on a lot of our music and videos. So you don't get numbers like that unless the world knows.
Timeless.
And we didn't buy these views. They're just organic. So do a little homework, y'all. Check out the homie.
And that's even doper.
Coolio.
I just went on the Fantastic Voyage.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
What year did that come out if you can't say the year?
It's on the back of my shirt. I think it's 93.
So about 93.
Yeah.
I just went on that. You got still people commenting on that video from 2 weeks ago, 6 months ago, 3 weeks ago, 3 months ago. Like people are still making recent comments on something you put out.
I'm the dude with the big afro then. You know, I still got it.
Still got it. You still got the lineup.
Oh man, I mean, I could grow it back. Don't make me grow it back.
Before we get out of here, I'm sorry, Jay. One time, your new song with Too Short.
Yeah. Oh man, tag
can,
you it. Yeah, freeze tag you it. So Too Short came, blessed cool. We did all this stuff, man. This was during pandemic. And then it was time to release it, of course. And that was the first song we finished. And tag. You should check it out.
It's lit.
Oh, man.
It's lit, y'all.
It'll make you move.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's a couple of versions out. We remixed it now a couple of times. But pick the version you like. Fuck with it.
Hell yeah.
Hit me off. If you really want it, find a way to get in touch with me. I even send acapella out and you remix it yourself. I mean, this is what it means when you're an independent label. You can just do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want.
To the rap homies, not real life. Take that shit. Don't take that shit for granted. You know what I'm saying? This is a real life DJ that's willing to work with whomever as long as you come correct. You feel me?
It's easy
call.
And
that's I just want to say to you, we appreciate you for reaching out and even wanting to make this happen and us be able to sit down with you to tell this story and understand, be educated for ourselves on this because we did our homework and we were like, bro, we have to. It was one of those ones where we gotta meet Wino. You know what I mean?
Bro.
Like I want to
respect.
Thank you.
No, thank you again, bro. Thank you.
That's how we operate.
Hold on.
Appreciate
Before we get out of here, shout out Gabby. Thank you, Gabby.
She did that. WTF.
Yeah.
See, made it happen.
See?
You did.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gabby, if you got it this far.
You did.
Yeah.
Gabby and Steph.
Hell
See,
yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and hit you off. All right.
But that's your team, though. That's your
That
team.
is the team, homie.
That's
That is the team.
If y'all made it this far, make sure you follow, like, comment, subscribe, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in for real, bro.
All right.
Y'all already know the vibes, man. It's your boy JG.
You already know it's Jay Jonah.
DJ Wino.
Signing out this thing, man. You already know the vibes. Turning speakers down, because you already know it's blowing smoke.
Yes, sir.